2019 Auto Show is really a collaborative effort between the manufacturer and the auto dealer and the consumer to bring in several different automotive brands into one central location so that the consumer can kind of take a look at what's in the marketplace, if they're in the market for a new vehicle or looking for a used vehicle, or really anything, just curious. They're automotive buffs. We got a lot of people in here that are just car people. They want to see everything in one location, and they want to touch, they want to feel, they want to look at the specifications or the changes to that particular automobile. So we've been doing this since 1983 in this location, and as you can see, we've got really good attendance, not only for the last couple days, but today as well.
Yeah, so it makes that whole experience more personal. Is there anything like that's happening? You've been doing this for a while, like you said. Is there anything new happening this year that you want people to bring attention to?
Sure. Well, we've got the motorcycle show included with our program this year. It used to be a separate show, and we've merged the two together this year. The auto show is in the Dome section of the convention center. So you've got motorcycles, UTVs, ATVs, really some golf carts, campers. We've got a little bit of everything in that area as well. So not only if you're in the market for a car, you might be in the market for a motorcycle or a camper. We've got those on display as well.
Cool. I saw that flipping through the brochures and stuff. You have a kids zone. What brought that about?
The Kids Zone is something we've done for the last 2 or 3 years to basically give the kids something to do while mom and dad are looking for a new car. It's got a climbing wall, bounce houses, video games. It's got a lot of different things to kind of keep the kids occupied while mom and dad maybe look for a car. So you can maybe bribe the child to come down and say, hey, we're going to the Kids Zone, but mom and dad have to look at some cars first. So it's been a nice addition.
Yeah, I wish that was around when I was coming. I heard that you have a zip line. What brought that about? That seems relatively new.
We're always looking for ways to make this event attractive, to try to get people to, we want people to have fun here as well. Not only is it about the automobile and, potentially purchasing an automobile, but, we want people to have something to do on a cold January weekend day and have some fun. So we started the zip line a couple years ago. You can basically zip line down one length of the dome, and it's pretty cool. It's $10 for one trip, or you can get a pass for $40 and do as many times as you like, as long as you're in the building. So.
Cool. Speaking, you said purchasing. Is it true that you could possibly purchase cars off the floor, like here in the show, or can you explain that?
You can't buy them today, but you can start a conversation with a dealer representative or one of the manufacturer's reps, and they'll get your information and kind of steer you to the closest location to where you live in St. Louis to make that purchase. This is a really good opportunity because you've got 25 automotive brands on display. So you've got everything from Fiat all the way up to Maserati that you can explore. And maybe you don't have a particular brand that you're interested in buying, or you're open to whatever brand. You can look at all of them here under one roof and then kind of make your decision. And maybe a couple weeks from today, you can go in and buy that vehicle, or even on Monday or Tuesday of next week, you can go in and buy that vehicle.
Cool. I believe that's all I have for you, so thanks a lot for your time.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Is there anything else?
Well, just, like I said, it's a relaxed atmosphere. We've got the $1 Million Mile, which is our exotics area. So those are the high-end premium automobiles, Rolls-Royce, Ferrari, Aston Martin, Bugatti. So that's a really good draw for us as well.
Chat now.
We're here to check out the latest new cars. Last time I was here was 2011, so it's been a while since I've been here. You got the Lamborghinis, the new Mustangs, so that's why we're here.
Yeah, same with me. Just here to check out some new cars and see what's in store for 2019.
Show is a great event. We're marking our 25th anniversary consecutively of being here year after year. We've had over 100 different cars here on exhibit to show our grand automotive heritage, especially from a St. Louis twist. Today we have a special exhibit marking our 75th anniversary as a club, our largest club, the largest club known in America, and dating back to 1944. World War II wasn't even over yet when this club started, so it's amazing. What we've done over the years is we've tried to preserve our automotive heritage. We all share in that heritage, every one of us, especially if we're in the area. This is part of our history. So the car behind me is a 1907 Success, made in St. Louis, and the car sold new at the first auto show in 1907. Here it is 112 years later, and the car has migrated from Virginia, where it ended up by the first owner, to its third owner. It went through a brother, and then it went to the other brother. So that same family has had the car for most of those years. They kept it running. It's in great condition. It's all original, unrestored, right down to the old leather and a few little gnaw marks from the mice that lived in the upholstery at one time. What a provenance that is. And you know, the great thing about an unrestored car is it's only unrestored once. Once it's restored, you can always re-restore it. But once it's thoroughly original, and that's what this car has maintained, right down to the rubber on the wheels. It's over 112 years old on that rubber. It's an amazing story. The man who owns it now is very happy to have it. He's only had it a short time, and I've helped him understand its history, and he thoroughly appreciates it. And I think we need to congratulate people like that who has preserved that, because we, again, share in that heritage, and it's really great.
Thank you very much. Could you also tell me a little bit about the other cars, or the other cars around here in the history?
Certainly, certainly. We're saluting, again, all the makes made in St. Louis. We had to select a few of the 100, approximately, makes of cars that are made exclusively here in town. We have a 1913 Model T, and it's a brass car. It's original in authenticity. It was restored, but it is very, 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 very authentic. So that shows you the St. Louis plant for Ford that was here in the area. And then we have two Moons here, both from the 1920s. Moon made as many as 10,000 cars in a given year, and they were shipped all over the United States and also to 47 countries. Amazing. She shipped it down the Mississippi River, and it went out from there to the rest of the world. 47 countries. We also have a Gardner here. The Gardner was made just south of the St. Louis Gateway Arch. That place is no longer a factory, but that's where that was made. It was a buggy factory before that. And eventually also, in its history, it produced Chevrolets, early Chevrolets in 1915, 16, and 17 before the Chevy plant was built. Family ended up buying that plant back, and they made the Gardner automobile there. The one vehicle that we have that's very interesting is a 1916 Chevrolet 490, and it's called a service vehicle. It was configured in the St. Louis Chevrolet factory, and they used it to deliver parts within the factory and move tools around in the factory. And if you think about it, Chevrolet didn't have any pickup trucks then. 2 years later, in 1918, Chevrolet produced a pickup truck. And all the trucks are derived from this concept for Chevrolet, which means that vehicle that we have here at this St. Louis Auto Show for 2019 is the predecessor of all the Chevrolet trucks ever made. That is the prototype. Never intended to be, but that's what it became. The last car we have in the exhibit is a 1927 Star. Now, the Star was not made by Moon, but many people thought it was. So the Star Company decided to come out with a car called the Star so that they could cut into the sales of Moon. But people often like to say, well, you can aim for the moon, but if you miss, then aim for the stars.